let's do the Yankees and Mets, big rivalry. Yankees here, this is a pretty good pitching matchup. Yankees are getting the nod here at -152. Schlittler going today over under 7. So they're telling you low scoring game here. What do you make of this game?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. This is an outstanding pitchers duel that we've got going. Schlittler, 3 runs or less in all 9 of his starts. 7 of them, he allowed 0 or 1 run. And then you counter with the Mets throwing Clay Holmes. He's allowed 2 runs or less in all 8 of his starts. And then you throw in the 2 teams are not scoring runs. The Yankees have scored 3 runs or less in 5 of their last 6 games, while the Mets have scored 3 runs or less in 5 of their last 7 games. So what do you do with a game like this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trust the pitching here. And I wanted to look at the first 5 innings under. I'll be honest with you. And when I was doing the games last night, preparing for the show, I was seeing a 4. And I'm like, oh, this is great. We take under 4. We don't, we got to get to 5 to lose this bet. Well, lo and behold, I wake up this morning and that 4 is completely gone. And we've got 3.5. As you said, this game is 7 across the board. So it took the value out of the first 5 innings for me. So I pivoted. And what I ended up doing is, because I think it is a good pitching matchup, because both teams are struggling to score, I'm going to still look first 5 innings. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Mets plus a half a run first 5 innings. And we're going to do this. The Mets, I know they've been a train wreck most of the season, but they're playing their best baseball of the season right now. They've won 7 of their last 10 games. And this is when you want to take advantage of a team that was expected to do a lot more coming into the season that got off to a horrendous start, because they're going to be totally mispriced for a good part until the market readjusts. And the market is slow to forget what they've already seen, especially when it comes to the Mets. And then they're playing their big brothers, the Yankees. So give me the Mets first 5 innings plus a half a run. We're expecting only 3.5 runs over these first 5 innings. So I'm going to take that half and look for the value there. And we're getting it at a good price too. It's a -$1.20.
Care to make things interesting, Marco? We need to give away.
Bring it on. You gonna give me a few jabs here? We're gonna go a couple rounds.
Well, no. The whole point of this is to give away a 3-day pass. Let's be honest. So, my premise is I think Schlittler shuts him out. I was looking at Mets under 1.5 runs. I think the Yankees can win this with a 1-0 score. So I think the Yankees could put up 1. I think Schlittler shuts him out completely. So I'll go head to head with you. I'll take the Yankees minus half run in the first 5. Marco, you can take the Mets plus half a run in the first 5. So Dan, explain to the audience how this works. And we probably have to talk slowly. So
yes. No, this is the sole purpose is so that we can get you guys and gals and folks tuning in to win something. So all you got to do is, after the video, depending on which side you're agreeing with, you like Yankees, you like Mets, comment below. Marco and Andy, either one of those, include your WagerTalk username, and then boom, whichever side ends up covering there in that first 5 with that half run, you're going to be entered in to win a free 3-day flex pass. We'll give it away on Monday. So after the video is over, folks, we'll remind you at the end to comment below whichever handicapper you agree with, include your WagerTalk username. Boom, you're entered in for a free 3-day flex pass. Marco, we're going to talk Preakness here in a little bit, but let's talk one more of these games, because you had an in-state rivalry there. That's an intriguing handicap. And then basically a pick'em that you're seeing here. I mean, you can choose which side you want to be favored if you have multiple outs here. Texas and Houston, another in-state rivalry. So 2 good rivalry games for you here, Marco. How are you looking to break down this one? Are we just taking a team to win? Are we taking the bullpens out of it? How's Marco betting this one?
We're going to go ahead and take a team to win this one. And you look at this matchup, and, Texas and Houston right now doesn't have the same luster as it's had in years past. Houston's playing, pretty ugly right now. Texas, underachieving as well. But, we've got a situation here where you're looking at this pitching matchup, and we've got Spencer Arrighetti has made 5 starts, and he's allowed a grand total of 6 runs total in those 5 starts. But if you dig a little bit deeper into those starts, I think he's been lucky, or like I like to say sometimes, he's been dancing through the raindrops, getting through those games, because he has walked 20 batters in 34 innings of work. Mm-hmm. Guys, that just doesn't work on a major league level. You put that many people on base, bad things are going to end up happening. We also find that Arrighetti, his team, when he starts a game and the total is 8 or 8.5 like we have today, how about they are just 3-14 in his starts? Now we look at these two teams and we look at the current form, and they are heading in opposite directions. You've got Houston losing 5 of their last 6 games. You got Texas, who's won 4 of their last 5. I like a team that is on a little bit of a winning streak when they start a road trip. Why? I have the angles where I like to fade teams coming home from road trips, but I like to back teams starting a road trip, especially if they're currently winning, because they're generally going to be locked in that first game. They want to keep the momentum going. They want to get the road trip off to a good start. And you've got a situation where you're playing a rival here, a division rival, in-state rival. So I think they're going to be ready to play tonight. And to make matters worse for Houston, they're in a major scoring slump. This team has been held to 3 runs or less in 9 of their last 11 games. I'm going to go ahead and take Texas in this one. We're getting, I feel, a cheap price here. The market, I don't know why. This is not the Houston Astros of 3 or 4 years ago, and ever since they got rid of Dusty Baker, which I think was the biggest mistake, getting rid of him as the manager. This team has been in a steady decline. I'll go ahead and take Texas tonight to win game 1.
I love it, Marco. Texas on the money line. Marco, what do you have up over at your page? We're going to talk Preakness here in just a second. For those of you checking out the ponies, if you've never bought from WagerTalk before, we have a hell of a deal for you where you can grab the entire Preakness card for just $2. We have a code for you returning customers as well. But Marco, it's going to be a big weekend for you and your clients, not just in the ponies, but elsewhere. But these are 2 great promos, man.
Yeah, guys, we've been running good. 5-1 the last 2 days. Short term, long term, we're up 58 units since February 5th for our clients. And again, I don't lock myself into having to have an NBA play or a hockey play or a baseball play every day. I take the sport that I feel we've got the best value in, and we'll put those plays out. And it's paid dividends for us. Like I said, 5-1 the last 2 days. We've got a monster card, coming today and tomorrow. I've got today the Black-Eyed Susan. And if you're wondering what the Black-Eyed Susan is, that's the female division of the Preakness. That goes today. I've got a horse I love in that race. It's part of my Friday all-access card. You can pick that up over at WagerTalk today. But tomorrow is when it really gets serious, guys. We got a full slate of games tomorrow. Baseball, you'll get all my baseball plays, any other hockey plays we've got going. NBA, I don't think there's any NBA tomorrow, but we will have everything that we've got going, including the Preakness, and I'll have a few races on the undercard as well for the Preakness tomorrow. And as Dan said, if you've never bought anything at WagerTalk before, you can pick up that $39 package for just $2. But hey, I got you guys covered. If you are a returning customer, I want to help you guys out too. You can pick up tomorrow's card for $10 off if you use coupon code PREAK10. The other coupon was PREAK2, and you can get $10 off that card tomorrow. But hey, guys, you want to lock everything in? The way to go is grab the 3-day package. It's $49. That gets you everything. You can pick up Friday. You can pick up Saturday and Sunday. You'll get every play I have. All sports, doesn't matter. It's included. Check it out over at wagertalk.com. Go to my homepage, wt.buzz/MD, if you want to go straight to my homepage.